Hi, I'm Heather. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time listening to any of my videos. My channel is called Itsy Bitsy Resistors, and it's about young children's picture books that help to teach them progressive values so they can get involved in the world around them and make a positive difference. This week I'm talking about Earth Day. Now, Earth Day was a week ago, and I made a video in advance of Earth Day, and it was taking me forever to edit it. I'm still quite bad at that. And then I was traveling, and so I never got it up. So although no one is desperate for one of my videos, I'm retaping it now. I'm gonna do it in one take so that I can post it and I can say to myself, yes, I did it. So here we go. Luckily you can celebrate nature and environmentalism all year round, even if you're a week late for Earth Day. So with that, I have 5 books today. I'm gonna go through them as quickly as I can while still giving you the gist of them. A lot of them aren't super new, but they're books I have on my bookshelf that my kids really love. The first 3 are for really young readers, really birth through preschool age, and then the next 2 are for older kids, maybe K through 2nd grade. So with that, Little Owl's Colors is my first pick. It's by Divya Srinivasan. She has written an entire series of Little Owls books. This one is on colors, and they all take place in the forest, in the woodland area, introduces kids to different woodland animals and creatures, and also sort of in the environment, the trees, the rivers, the woods, all that kind of stuff. And so to me, it's a great way to introduce kids to colors and also to nature. Hey, what's out there in nature, and make it seem not scary, but actually fun and cute and something you want to know more about and something that you respect and appreciate. So that's my first book. My second pick is All the World by Liz Garten-Scanlon and Marla Freese. This book, again, isn't explicitly about environmentalism, but to me it is about humans' interconnectedness with nature. It's a really gorgeous book. My mom gave it to my boys for Valentine's Day this year, and we read it a lot as a bedtime book. It's basically written as one long poem. It's super lyrical. And the pictures, Marla Freese's illustrations, are set in Southern California. Now, I live in Southern California, so it feels really familiar and in a way that is really neat, and it just feels recognizable. But the story itself is really universal. So all this to me, oh yeah, that looks like Southern California. The way that she talks about the world belonging to all people, young, old, everyone in between, and how it follows this sort of multi-generational family through a day where at first different members of the family are some are at the beach, some are climbing trees with grandpa, and they're all over the place. They, toward the end, gather together for a meal, and then you get from the busyness of the day to the quietness, from the crashing waves to the still sea, the quietness of the end of day as nighttime comes. I'll read quickly just 2 little pages of how I think that a book that gathers everyone together in a restaurant for a meal also shows you where that food is coming from. So we have this page: hive, bee, wings, hum, husk, cob, corn, yum, tomato blossom, fruit so red, all the world's a garden bed. And again, it's just showing kids that the world we live in is very much grounded and rooted in the natural world around us, and we wouldn't be here without it. And then my third book for the youngest readers is Panda Bear, Panda Bear, What Do You See? By Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle. It's the 3rd book in a series. There's Brown Bear and Polar Bear, but this one is the only one with an explicitly socially conscious message about endangered species. It was written in 2004, and one of the things that, although it's not a new book at all, what's cool about it is that some of the statuses of these animals have changed since that time. So for example, the panda bear and the red wolf, are doing much better now. And so the panda bear is no longer endangered, it's now vulnerable. And so yay, good job panda bear, good job humans who took an interest in conservation, in taking care of animals that would otherwise go extinct because of earlier human action. And so this is a way of opening up a conversation with kids to say, hey, look, people got involved, people became active, and now some of these animals are doing a lot better. And then others, such as the whooping crane, whose habitat has in many ways been decimated by logging and all these things, is still really quite in trouble, similar to penguins and to the sea turtles. So these are all beautiful, bold, great illustrations and a way to start talking about becoming active in helping animals that they don't become extinct. And then for the two older readers, or the two books for older readers, the first is Dream by Susan B. Bozak. This book details an individual's lifespan. It goes through his or her whole life, written in the first person, and each phase of life is aligned to a different color. So a baby's favorite color is for these reasons, and as you get older, and what are your dreams, and what do you want out of life, and what are you looking for? It's asking all of these big questions, which it admits is quite complicated, but as this person gets older, they begin to kind of figure life out more. They look back on it, and we get to the color green, which is represented by this particular illustrator. Each color is done by a different illustrator from around the globe, and they're all really gorgeous. And it's very much connected to the earth and to nature, and that their green is about growth, and that's large part of life is about that. And then as you get even older into the very advanced age, and what are your dreams? And your dreams are really for the people who come after you. And again, thinking of legacy in environmentalism, it's thinking of taking care of a world that we may not live in, but that we want to see continue for the people who come after us. And then lastly is Dr. Seuss's The Lorax, which was written in the 70s, so it's real old, and a lot of people know about it. Last week I was at the March for Science in LA, and a lot of people were carrying around posters referencing the Lorax to talk about human need to combat the harms we've done to the environment. And again, this specifically is about human greed, about how capitalism can mean that people take advantage of the earth and deplete natural resources and pollute, and take away animals' habitats or make them sick, take away their food sources in order to make a quick buck, and how that has put us in a pretty dire situation. And with kids who are slightly older, you can start making the connection to emissions and pollution and all of those very present issues in the world around us. So bright, bold colors, and fun for little kids, but with a really serious message. And of course, the best part is reminding us that as it ends, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, it's not going to get better. It's not. You're just saying, hey, you have the power to make a change. Harm has been done, but it's not too late. We can get better and fix it and make improvements. So those are my Earth Day picks. Thank you for watching. And if you found this slightly tolerable, then maybe you could subscribe. All right, thank you.